Welcome everyone, both in the studio and online. And now whether Andrea can actually get in. It seems like there's a bit of an issue with her logging in, but I'll have a look in a bit. Guys, is the image okay? Is it sharp from build? Okay, good. Sorry, I always have to check, like, do you hear me? Like my friend, like one of my clients is already making fun of me. She's like, do you hear me? Do you hear me? And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know. Like at the beginning, like, I don't know, I had issues with my microphone and it would actually show that it's connected, but nobody could hear me. And so that's why, like, I cannot tell whether you can hear me. So that's why I'm always checking in. All right, so welcome everyone. I asked a little bit before, are there any wishes for today? How do you feel like, how is your back? How is your, a lot of tension in the back? Same with you? Lower back is okay, good. So I thought maybe that today we're not going to do something too crazy. It's really more about kind of like resetting everything, that we're just like, we're starting in a way that we feel like we have a stretch in the legs and in the feet. We're going to start releasing the lower back, and we kind of like travel upwards towards the upper back from the feet on upwards. Because as you know me, like I always think like you have to start with your feet if you want to release back pain, because a lot of time it's issues with your feet, your legs, knees, hips, and then it travels upwards. It's not just, oh, it starts in the back somewhere and then that's just magically appearing. And so today it will be a lot about like twisting, a lot about back bends and forward bends. And when I say back bends, you know, it's nothing crazy. You don't have to kind of like go from standing position into bridge or anything. It's more like this is a back bend, right? And then this is a forward bend. So I'm a big believer in having, yeah, that kind of like that these opposite movements for the back that will release like tension. All right. Good, then for you guys at home, you can also just start lying down. So we're gonna start on our back on the mat. And you can have your knees bent or you can have your legs straight, whichever posture feels a bit more comfortable to you. And then just allow your eyes to close. And you're just taking a few deep breaths here. And you're starting to notice how with every exhalation, you're arriving a little bit more on the mat. You're relaxing your neck and your head, the face, the shoulders, the arms, the upper back, the middle back, and the lower back. You're relaxing your chest and your belly, your hips, your legs, your feet. And you're just taking a moment to appreciate the fact that you're lying on your mat right now and that this is your space. Nobody else can enter this space. There's nowhere to go, nothing else to do. And then from here, you're just going to slowly bring your knees into your chest. Good. And just holding your knees in your chest. See how that feels for your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. And then from here, we're just going to gently start rolling out. We're just going to start circling the knees. And then go the other way around and just rolling out the lower back, the other way around. So this should feel nice, like a little massage. Can you feel that? Just like a tiny little massage. Good. And then bring your feet down to the edges of your mat. The left foot comes onto the left edge, right foot on the right. You bring your arms to the side and you let your knees sink towards the left. And you're just feeling that nice stretch in your right thigh and the right side. Again, you're allowing your shoulders to remain relaxed. And then you're slowly coming back and exhale, let your knees sink towards the left. And again, we're just feeling a little bit of a stretch on the outside of the body. As I said, today is nothing, it's not going to be too complicated. It's really about those simple movements that have that effect on releasing. And then from here, we're just going to start moving the legs from side to side, windshield swipers. This is all about waking up the hip, releasing the lower back. Good, and then from here, slowly come back. Good. And bring your knees into your chest, and from here, gonna bring your left shin on top of the right thigh. So we're starting by releasing the lower back. We're gonna hold the right thigh with our hands. So you bring your left hand through the gap. You can either hold your thigh or your shin, depending a little bit on how flexible you feel today. And then you can draw that right knee a little bit more towards you and feel a soft stretch in your left hip. Keep your shoulders relaxed, keep your face relaxed, just breathing in and out. Softly releasing the shoulders. Let your eyes stay closed. Just be present with that stretch. If you can always draw the right knee a bit closer towards you to increase the stretch even more. Good, and then place your right foot back onto the floor, lift your left leg up. You can hold your left leg as high as you like, and then slowly start to circle your left ankle. So we're just gonna roll the foot. And you should feel a nice little stretch while you're doing this. Can you feel that? You can also draw the leg a bit closer towards you if you feel like you need a little bit more stretch. You can also circle the other way around. Good. And then just hold your foot with your hands. You can bend your left knee if you need to, and just kind of like place it over towards the left. Just gonna get a bit of a stretch into the hip. Just see how far you can go. As I said, you can always bend your left knee a little bit. Just feeling a bit of a stretch in the inside of the leg, opening up around the hip area. Good. And then from here, slowly come back, bend your left knee. Place your foot facing upwards and hold the left foot with your left hand on the outside of the foot. Half happy baby. Good. If you want to have a bit more opening in your hip, wiggle your left foot a bit from side to side. And see how that feels in your hip. Misha, doe maar als knieën mee pikken. Ja, nog meer. Nog meer. Richtig so 90-Grad-Winkel versuchen machen. Ja, genau. Merkst du das fest in der Hüfte? Good. So this is half happy baby. It's a nice hip opening. I know it feels a bit funky when you start with it, but you will see like over time, it's a really nice pose also to release tension in your lower back. Good. And then from here, we're just going to bring that left shin back onto the right leg, onto the right thigh. And before we're going to go into the pose fully, we're just going to give ourselves a moment to massage the left foot with our fingers. So you can just give your left foot a little massage. Good. Drawing the toes. Good. You can even draw your fingers through the toes just to open the toes a little bit. And then once you're done with that, you can just hold your right leg again and just check in with your body, like how is your left hip doing right now? Does it feel a bit changed in comparison to the beginning of the practice when we started out with that pose? Good. And then from here, slowly release and gently bring your legs down to the floor. Good. And just see if you can feel a bit of a change between your left leg and also your left foot and your right leg and your right foot. Can you feel a bit of a change? Good. And then from here, we're going to just change the side. So we're going to bring the right shin on top of the left thigh. You might find that this feels a bit tighter than the other side. I feel like usually the right side feels a bit stiffer in these things because we're using the right side a bit more. You can hold your left leg with your hands. Ja, genau. Very nice. And if you feel like you need more of a stretch, just draw your left knee again closer towards your body. Try to relax your shoulders, try to relax the neck. This is really about opening up the hip area. Deep breaths into the hips. And then once you're ready, slowly let your left foot come down to the floor. Bring your right leg up. Again, hold your right leg as high as you can and gently start to circle your right foot. Maybe opening the toes, rolling it out. And then go the other way around. Good. And then hold your big toe and slowly draw your right leg a bit more to the right, opening up the hip, just feeling a bit of a stretch in the side body. If you like, you can even wiggle a little bit to soften the hip a bit more. And then from here, slowly, slowly, bend your right leg, come into half happy baby. So you're holding the foot on the outside. Your sole of your foot is pointing upwards towards the ceiling. You're just going to move your leg a little bit from side to side. Few more breaths. Again, if you want, wiggle the lower leg, the right lower leg from side to side, just to feel that stretch. And then from here, place your right shin again on top of the left thigh. Give yourself a moment to massage the right foot. Again, you can roll out your toes a little bit already. Sometimes you hear a little crack if you can feel like the release. I used to hate this, and then my boyfriend always started to pull on my toes, and I now kind of like it, but don't tell him. And then come back into this position of the reclined pigeon, that figure 4 position. See if you can feel a bit of a shift, of a release in your lower back. And then from here, slowly release, placing your legs back down to the floor and just check in with yourself, like, how are you doing? How are your legs? How are your feet? Can you feel a bit of a shift? Does it feel a bit softer? And then whenever you're ready, you're going to bring your knees up and you're slowly starting to roll up and down 3 times on the spine. Sorry, we have very noisy floors here in this house. Good. And then from here, we're just going to work a little bit on the core before we start. We're going to bring the feet opening up, knees come out. Exhale, draw your knees together. Inhale, open up. Keep drawing your navel towards the spine. Exhale together. So the reason why we do this inhale is because we need a strong core. Exhale to protect the back. Good. Can you feel it a little bit in your core? Very nice. We're going to do a few more rounds. 6, 5, 4, 3. We could do more, no? 2, 1. Good. And then from here, you're just releasing and you're sinking forward and letting go of your hips. And while we're in this, try to make this a bit more dynamic stretch. So you're just gonna move a bit from side to side. Okay, I'm gonna come a bit more back. Okay. And then from here, we're just gonna lift up. And we can actually already do this like back bend and forward folds in this position. So having the hips a little bit open, we're gonna hold on to our ankles or shins, and we're just gonna inhale, we're gonna draw up. Can you feel that a little bit in your hip as well? Good, and then exhale, you just round, making a round, round back. Bring your chin to the chest. Inhale, you're lifting up. Exhale, you're coming down. Inhale, you're lifting up. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale down. Good. Inhale, lifting up. Bring your arms over your head. And exhale, you're twisting towards your right side. And exhale, just sinking a little bit more towards the right knee. Doesn't mean you have to touch the knee with your head. You're just gonna work on stretching out the left side a bit more. Good. Can you feel that stretch in the back? So this is a nice QL stretch as well as the latissimus. So it's again a very much like a releasing pose for the middle back. Good. Inhale, coming back up and twist towards your left side. We're going to do the same thing here on the right, stretching the right part of the back. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, twisting one more time towards the right, stretching out the left side a little bit more. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, twisting one more time towards your left side. Good. From here, come back, interlace the feet like just normally, as you would normally sit in a cross-legged position. We're gonna keep on twisting, we're gonna keep on stretching. So we're gonna start by lifting the arms up, exhale, we're sinking towards the left side, and we're just releasing towards the side. Let your head hang, relax your shoulders, moving the, kind of like moving from below the shoulders upwards to get that stretch. Good. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, we're moving towards the right side. Again, stretching out the back. Can you feel it's a bit of a different stretch than it was before? It's more like here on the side rather than on the inner part of the like lower muscles in the waist area. This is a bit more on around the shoulder blades and rib cage. And then again, I'm going to start to just move freely from side to side. Inhale up, exhale, release. Inhaling up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. Good. The next time you're going to come inhaling up, you're twisting. We're going to not go down, we're going to twist. We're going to bring the right hand on top of the left knee, and we're twisting our upper body towards the left side. Inhaling, coming back, and exhale, twisting towards the right. Inhaling, coming back, exhaling, twisting one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. And from here, we're slowly coming back and we're starting to work a little bit differently. On the back, we're going to start coming onto our knees. You can tuck under your toes. So again, we're starting to work a bit more on the shoulder level area to release there, but we're also strengthening the thighs. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale very slowly, starting to push up. You're going to open up the arms, lifting the chin up. You can release your toes. And exhale, you're rounding. And you're coming down very, very slowly. You really want to activate your thighs. Inhale, we're lifting back up, pushing the thighs forward, opening up. Exhale. Very, very slowly coming back. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale. And then from here, we're going to do a little bit of a different version of this pose. We're going to come up. We're going to bring the hands behind our back. We're opening the chest. And exhale, we're just going to sink down slowly with the chin coming down last into a child's pose, letting the head rest on the floor. Inhaling, lifting back up, vertebra by vertebra. Bring your chin back up last. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, sinking down. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling down. We're gonna do 5 more of these. Try to close your eyes for the next 5 rounds. Just close your eyes and just flow with your back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Good. 2 more. Always let your head move last. Really have your chin down whenever you lift up, and only lift it up all the way once you're all the way up. And then when you come down, your chin only comes down once you're all the way down on the floor. Last round. Inhaling up and exhaling. Letting yourself rest a moment in this child's pose. If you find the child's pose uncomfortable, just open your knees a bit more. Deep, deep breath. And then bring your hands a bit further forward and exhale, wander your hands over to the left side, away from the mat, and place your right hand on top of the left until you feel a stretch in your right outer side of the body. You can let your head relax. Inhale, slowly coming back. Exhale, walk your hands over to the right, stretching out the left outer side of the body. Good, gently coming back into center. And then from here, we're gonna come up, we're gonna tuck under the toes, and we're gonna push up into our first downward facing dog of the day. So you're just gonna start stretching out the legs, stretching out the feet. Let your head relax. Have your elbows slightly bent. Good. And then from here, inhale, come forward into your plank. Good. Exhale, releasing down to the floor. Inhale, lift your hands off the floor. We're gonna come into a baby cobra. So we're just gonna look from side to side. Good. Again, having that movement in the spine. And from here, we're slowly pushing back into a child's pose. Inhale, we're rounding our back, we're lifting up, and exhale, we're pushing back into our downward facing dog. Let your head relax. Stay here for a few breaths. You can always have your knees slightly bent. If you're not sure if your head is relaxed, maybe shake out your head like you want to say yes or no. Good. And then from here, just walk your hands towards your feet. So we're just going to walk backwards, coming into a forward fold. You might find this quite stretchy for the back of your legs or your lower back. Again, let your head relax. Make sure your head is relaxed. You can just shake out the head. Take a few breaths here if you like. Swing a bit from side to side. Bring your arms behind your back, interlace the fingers and let your arms sink forward. Good. Exhale, slowly release your hands back down. Inhale, we're slowly starting to lift up vertebra by vertebra. We're going to bring the arms up over our head. And we're going to do this a few times. We're going to just exhale, sink back down. Inhale, let your head hang slowly start to lift back up. Draw your arms up, come a bit into a back bend. And exhale, sinking back down. Again, if you like, close your eyes. Inhale, lifting up. This is all about creating mobility in the spine and the hips. And exhaling down. If you can, go a little bit into a back bend when you come up. Exhale, sinking down. We're going to do 3 more rounds. Try to be very gentle and soft here. This is really about, creating that mobility in your spine and your hips. And so often we're just sitting all day and we don't have a lot of mobility there. There's not a lot of movement happening. Inhaling last time, coming up. Lifting up. Exhale, sinking back down again. Good. Just swing again from side to side. And from here, inhaling, slowly walking forward into plank again. Good. And from here, we're just going to bring the left knee to the left upper arm. Pushing back, right knee to right upper arm. Good. We're going to do a few of these. We want to start activating our core again. So it's one thing to make your spine flexible. It's the other thing to make your core strong. Good. Just a few more rounds. Push. Push. We're going to do one more on the other side. Push. Push. And from here, we're lowering down to the floor. Good. Inhale, we're lifting up into cobra. Good. You can go higher if you like. Just make sure that your shoulders are relaxed and your spine is released as well. Close your eyes for a moment. Draw your chest forward. Deep breath. If you need to have more release, just come a bit more down. Both are fine. You have to decide which cobra works for you right now. Exhale, we're releasing. We're going to step back and we're going to come back into a downward facing dog. Deep breaths here. Allow your head to relax. Make sure your elbows are slightly bent. And then from here, slowly step your right foot in between your hands. Good. Bring your left knee to the floor, bring your hands on top of the right knee and just draw your chest forward, feeling a nice stretch in the left hip. Can you feel that? Good. All right. And then from here, we're going to slowly lift the arms up. We're going to move the hips a bit back. So we're going to bring the arms to the side and twist towards the right. Yes. And then just stay here twisting a little bit, like just make those little twists more towards the right. Good. All right, bring your hands together in front of the heart. Place your left upper arm on top of the thigh, linky upper arm. Yes, you can make your left hand into a fist and look up. If you want to have it a stronger version, you can bring your left knee off the floor. Ga dat linker knie nog van boven wegnemen. But that depends a bit on like your practice, what you want to do, whether you want to have it on the floor or off the floor. Depends a bit on how strong you want to feel today. Deep breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring your left knee to the floor. If you had it up, coming back up into the sky. Exhale, pushing back into downward facing dog. Good. Step your left foot in between the hands. Good. Place your right knee down. Again, bring your hands on top of the left knee. Looking forward. Draw your chest forward. And from here, we're going to lift up. We're going to draw the arms to the side and we're going to twist towards the left. And again, we're just going to twist a bit deeper into that opening here. Can you feel this is mostly happening around the shoulder area? Good. And then from here, bring your hands together. I'm just going to turn around. Make your lower hand, the right hand, a little fist. And come back into your twist. Again, if you want to have a more intense version of the pose, bring your your right knee off the floor. Otherwise, stay here, deep breath. Try to look up towards the ceiling for a moment. Deep breath. I am balanced. I am strong. And no, it's not an easy pose to hold. Huh? So if you feel like wobbly today, that's absolutely justified. It's not, it looks easy, but because we're twisting, it's always more interesting for the brain. Inhale, coming back. Because right, your brain is used to have your right hand on the right side. So once your right hand is on the left side, it's a bit like, why? Good, pushing back into downward facing dog. Good. From here, inhale, coming back into plank. Exhale, pushing back into down dog. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lowering down. Coming one more time into cobra. If you like, you can also make it a bound arm cobra. Just open the chest and the shoulders one more time. You can also stay in the classic cobra, whichever version feels better for you. Good. Exhale, release. Gently pushing back into the last down dog of today. And then from here, walk your hands back towards the feet again. Coming back into the forward fold from the beginning of the flow. Let your head relax. Have your knees slightly bent. That's always my #1 tip in this pose, having the knees slightly bent. And then from here, bring your feet a little bit apart. Exhale, coming down into your squatting position. Good. Bring your elbows in between the knees. Press your hands down, lifting the chest up. Try to have your heels on the floor if possible. One tip is here to bring your feet further apart, yes. And the other one, like if it feels like a bit difficult, look, you can also start doing this practice on a block. So if you find like that is really hard for you to go deeper down, start on a block, and then you can always bring the block further down, but it kind of gives you a bit of more support. Do you feel like, I know it's a bit of a funky feeling, isn't it? Nimm mal deine Füße noch ein weiter nach vorne. Ja, genau. Siehst du? Yeah, genau. And then you can actually open up the chest and the spine. Can you feel that? It's quite a big stretch. Has anyone started writing their emails in this pose? No, not yet. Look, it's really good. Like you can totally write your emails You could have like a little like stool here and then like write your emails like this. That would be very much better for your spine and your hips than the posture we normally have. Good. And then we're just gonna have a bit of fun. We're gonna press a little bit away from the floor and we're gonna lift the arms up. Can you feel that in your back? Yes. So we're gonna stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Releasing. You can bring the block away. You can just slowly sit down. All right. Can you feel that goes right into the middle back again? So that's a good practice if you're at home and you feel like you need something. And then from here, we're just going to roll the spine out one more time. And then go the other way around. And I would like to kind of finish the practice with a twist. So I'll show you a little bit of what twists you can do. Good. You can lie down. Just wait for a moment till you see the twists that I'm showing you. If you feel like you want to have something gentle, just have your knees 90-degree angle bend and let your knees come to the side. Here, make sure that your feet are like really underneath the knees and not kind of like looking back. It's a lot harder to have them backwards rather than like this. If you feel like you want to go stronger, you can wrap the upper leg around the lower leg. That will be a bit more of a pull. So you can start in the first one. If you feel like, no, that's not enough, you're just going to wrap the upper leg over the lower leg. Good. So allow yourself to lie down on your back. Have your knees 90 degrees bent. Bring your arms to the side. Let your knees drop towards the right first. Or it doesn't matter. If you're like on the left, it's also okay. And then you see how, whether you want to stay like this, or whether you want to wrap your upper leg around your lower leg, if that feels okay, if it doesn't feel too intense. And then always turn your head away from the knee. So you're always letting your head drop towards the side, to the opposite side of the knees. And then from here, just allow yourself a moment to close your eyes and breathe. Deep, deep breath. And then from here, slowly release your legs. If you had them intertwined, slowly, slowly come back into center. If you need a moment to just re-arrive, maybe move a little bit from side to side. If you feel like, no, I can go already to the second side, just let your knees sink to the opposite side now. Again, if you want to go a little bit stronger, wrap your upper leg around the lower. This is an optional version. You're absolutely welcome to just stay in the 90-degree angle. Both twists are equal. They just offer a little bit different benefits. Always make sure you're looking towards the opposite side of the knees, so that that spine has that twist all the way from your lumbar back, all the way up to the neck. Try to soften the breath, noticing the belly rise and sink with every inhale. Allowing your shoulders and your face to relax. And then from here, slowly, slowly coming back into center. Bring your knees one more time into your chest. Just allow yourself to roll out your back. And then once you're ready, slowly, slowly bring your legs down to the floor. You can have your feet a bit apart. Bring your arms next to your body with the palms facing up if that's comfortable. And then allow your eyes to close and just taking a moment to breathe. letting yourself sink down into the mat. Allowing any activity or any tension that still might reside within you to leave now. Feeling a softening around the forehead, the cheeks, the jaw, the eyes. Feeling the softening around the heart space, the shoulders. Little by little you relax. And then slowly, slowly, little by little, you become aware again of the ground beneath you. You can feel the floor beneath you. You can feel your legs slowly starting to move, your toes, your fingers. You can turn your head from side to side. And then with your next inhalation, just draw your arms up, bring your arms over your head, give yourself a good stretch here. Exhale, bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a little hug. And exhale, slowly rolling over to your favorite side, coming back up into seated position. You can leave your eyes still closed for a moment, just finding your way back into cross-legged position. Take a moment to just feel into your back. If you still need some movement for your neck or your shoulders, take a moment to do so. And then once you feel ready, you can slowly bring your hands in front of the heart. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. I thank you all so much for joining today. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining. I hope you're feeling a little bit released. It was nothing crazy today, but sometimes I feel like nothing crazy is exactly what our bodies need after this crazy time. And it's like the small movements that really give you that release. So I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you. And have a lovely rest of the week. Ciao, ciao.